All right, here we go. We got the general field layout. This is set number 4, as notated down here. And this here tells you right here, if you look down at the bottom, that it's an 8 count total move. And that tells you how many counts it takes to arrive to this set. And then you have here, it tells you which measures in the music, measure 7 or 8. And here sometimes give you general instructions for the set, either M8, which is move 8, or H8, which is hold 8. You can see all the different little dots here with labels. You will be assigned a label if you're in one of these dots. These are for students that may come in later. We call those the alternate block. Color guard back here. Here's the drum line. These are our tubas. And let's go over the general layout of the field. Okay, so you have your vertical yard lines. Here's the 50. And keep in mind, everything is off of the director's viewpoint. So the tower on our field is here. Back behind this area down at the bottom, down here is the tennis courts. Okay, so when you're on the field, you won't necessarily have this sheet. You'll have another sheet, which I'll show you in a moment. And then you have to reverse everything. So when I'm looking at the field as the director, this is side 1 on the left side, my left side of the 50. And this is side 2 on my right side. So as you look at the field, this is side 1 for you to your right side, and this is side 2 for you to your left side. Okay, here you have the grid. Here on our field we have dots every 2 steps, or 1 step in some cases. So between this yard line and this yard line there are 8 dots or 8 steps. Here, this thing is also broken up into a 4x4 grid. Every box is a 4-step interval. 4 steps across, 4 steps that way. From the sideline to here, you see 8 boxes, which tells us it's 32 steps. And adjusted between for the NCAA hashes is 20 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20. Yeah, 20 steps. And here are your front hash. Here's your back hash, back sideline, front sideline. So now everything's based off the 50. So if you are looking at your coordinate sheet, which I'll get to in a moment, outside the 50, that means away from the 50. So if you're outside the 45, you're away from the 50. If you're inside, that means towards. So if it says inside the 30, side 1, you'll be over here somewhere. You'll be towards the 50, inside the 30. If you're on side 2, this side, and it says outside the 50, outside the 45, outside the 40, whichever, you're away from the 50, this way. If you're inside, you're this way, towards the 50. If you're in front of the sideline, this is in front. You won't ever be here, most never down here. If you're in front of the hash, boom, you're this way. If you're behind, back here. In front of the back hash, behind the back hash. Let's look at the coordinate sheet now. Okay, so now we have a coordinate sheet here. This is what most of you will have on the field. Okay, we do give out these sheets here to some students, but if you'd like to have one, we'll get one for you. They're also on the website under Marching Show 2020, password protected. You should know the password. Here you have your coordinate sheet. This is coordinate sheet for a clarinet because those are designated by the letter C. The specific clarinet that we'll get this sheet is clarinet number 1, whoever that may be. This stuff doesn't matter right here. Okay, this is your set number. It tells you the measures for the move, and these measures tell you which measures you will play or not play to get to that particular set. This tells you which side of the field, side 1 and side 2, clearly tells you. This tells you your front to back, your relationship to the field. Which side, how far front to back, or whatever it may be. Okay, so, and like I said, this is clarinet 1. So if you look here and find clarinet 1 is right here. Okay, so that's their position. Look at, this is set number 4. So if you look at set 4, this is for measures 7 and 8. They are on side 2. Yes, they are. There they are. And they are, so set number 4, on the 45-yard line. That makes it easy. And you look at there. They're on the 45. This kid is great. They found their spot. They are also 4 steps behind front sideline. I think I said in front of, actually behind. So you would go to the sideline and go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there you are. You are 4 steps behind on the 45 on side 2. Okay, so let's look at someone that's on side 1 of the field. This is a trumpet. They're labeled with a T. This is trumpet 1, T1. That's your label. You need to know that label. So when we call out and we're teaching this and we're hollering out T1, T1, you need to raise your hand. And we might tell you move to your left a little bit. Sometimes even though you might be perfectly on your coordinate, we may need to make minor adjustments to make the picture look correct. So let's find T1. This is set number 6 on the drill chart. Set number 6. This is a 20 count total move that covers measures 12 through 16. And it says move 20. Now, this is instructions in general. It may or may not affect you. You may not move on this set. You may stand still. You may move a little bit, then hold a little bit. They give you more here. I can zoom in that in a second and show you the more detailed instruction box here. And sometimes it'll tell certain students or a group of students what they do exactly for that particular set. So set 6, look at your coordinate sheet. Here's the measures. It says side 1, 2 steps outside the 50-yard line, 10 steps behind the front sideline. Let's see if that person is correct. Here's the 50, side 1. They are on side 1. They are 2 steps outside. That's away from the 50. They are 10 steps. Block of 4, block of 4. There's dots on our field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is where that person goes. You need to be able to do this next week, Tuesday, when we start. So we'll say find set 6. You're going to go and find set 6. You will stand there in first position open at the ready, so we can check the picture, check the forms, make sure everybody's in the right spot. It goes really fast if everybody cooperates and everybody follows the instructions. We'll check it, then we'll tell you to mark it, then you take your chalk and you will put the dot at your right underneath your heels, where your heels fall, okay? Kind of in the center. We'll explain it outside. And then that's the basics of learning the drill. It won't be that hard. Just you have to all work together. We'll knock it out, okay? Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it makes sense. And be ready Tuesday. We'll hand out coordinate sheets, and then we will get going.